welcome to the Van Buren cast, your only your prime source of Martin Van Buren podcast material. The 8th president of the United States, these United States.
Yes, and Love, would you like to recite some of the things he did for the Americas?
Well, Martin Van Buren, put some like History Channel music here. Martin Van Buren was the first person ever to say hello there, and then he opened up Congress to the beavers. They could come in as they wish. He
was also the first president to say the word alien.
Exactly. He said there is an alien.
No, he just said the word alien.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like at some point.
Alien.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He fisted a cow for 8 years straight. Okay. Listen.
You mean his wife? Oh! I literally don't. He might not even have had a wife. I don't know.
It's probably a fucking virgin, dude. Okay, so we'll start. Okay, we'll get to the Van Buren talk later in the second hour of the podcast. But okay,
I don't even know what it looks like.
This is actually the Poverty Pals podcast. You've been deceived.
Wow.
It's not actually the Van Buren cast. Oh my god.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, today I'm having my coffee black. I'm having it straight, and yeah.
Yeah, because Love is a cold boy.
Yeah.
Because it's very cold, as we've said before. It's fucking...
ungodly cold.
It's been ungodly fucking cold, actually. Like, the last few days it's been, like, really bad.
Yeah, I mean, I checked the little temperature thing on my phone yesterday, and it said that the low... there's always a high and there's a low. The highest temperature of the day, lowest. And low was minus 13 degrees Celsius. Yeah. I don't know.
Whatever that is in America, I don't know.
Yeah, Fahrenheit is kind of stupid because it doesn't have the minus degrees. Why not?
Fucking losers don't even have the metric system.
Yeah, exactly. Ha! Get it? Martin Van Buren was going to integrate that, but then he got distracted by the otters he had invited into the White House.
Yeah.
Ran around with him. Okay. I don't even know if the metric system existed when he was a guy. Probably did.
Probably. I don't know.
Who knows? Ugh. I accidentally burned my tongue.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, that's what's gonna happen. Holy shit. It would be Christmas. It's funny. That reminds me. You know that famous, lawsuit that everyone talks about when you talk about frivolous lawsuits in America of like, the woman who like spilled the McDonald's coffee on her and then sued McDonald's.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And because of that, it has to say hot content on the top of the fucking coffee lid.
Yeah.
On the coffee mug.
Yes, apparently, from what I've heard, that case actually had more legitimacy than some might think, because McDonald's, their coffee used to be way hotter than was actually customary.
Oh.
And her being an old woman retained legitimate damages from it, and, she blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting that.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to think of the most frivolous lawsuits I can think of, besides like YouTuber shit, because that's always stupid.
Yeah.
What
are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the mic readings. It seems low.
Does it?
No, okay. I guess it's better now. Okay, whatever.
I mean, I do remember it was very high last time because we used your old mic.
Well, I also put it up as high as possible because I wanted to get us talking loud and the background noise. Well, it's actually...
Speaking of which, I just realized...
No. That can't be heard on the podcast. It can't be heard on the podcast.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the air conditioner. He just went, no, please, I'm so cold.
Yeah. Yeah, but also it can't be heard. And also we have epically smooth jazz in the background.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I'm gonna replace it with like some fucking fast-ass jazz, people bashing shit, screaming with their saxophones, going...
You're gonna replace it with like this, like the music made by AIs.
Yeah, exactly. I'll replace it with that. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm trying to remember the coldest winters that it's been here, and I think the coldest one was probably it was probably one when I was a kid, because those were like I could take more shit when I was a kid.
For me, it's usually like I don't remember like the coldest winters. I just remember the winters that went on for way too long.
Yeah.
Like I think like maybe 2 years ago there was like a fucking winter that went on for like
months.
It started in December and didn't really end until like the end of fucking April.
Yeah, insane. It was insane.
It was snow fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Love just cannot stop fiddling with
sorry.
the fucking microphone.
That's it. I'm adjusting the gain because I'm a cool guy like that, okay? Don't pay any attention to the boy behind the curtain. Thank you. Okay. I'll have another sip, everybody. And this time I don't have a sweet thing to eat because, I thought, I don't need that.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's distracting. To me, mostly. It's honestly mostly distracting to me. Because y'all can hear it because I eat over here, but it's... Okay. So, I want to talk... here we go. It's the week summary with Kirkland.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to talk about what I did this week. Get ready for it. There's some interesting things I did in school that they contradict each other, kind of. So on Monday, I saw Schindler's List in school.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sad movie.
It's an emotional roller coaster, that's for sure.
It is indeed from the creator of Deformed Alien, Goofy Little Boy.
Also known as Mac and Me.
Yeah, exactly. That's too. Yes. But yeah.
It's weird how he made E.T. and Mac and Me.
Yeah.
It's like what
the fuck?
the hell, Steven Spielberg?
Yeah. But, yeah, so on Monday we watched that, and on Wednesday we were doing an assignment in English class where we were reading a segment from Oliver Twist, and let me tell you, I did not know that Oliver Twist had the most stereotypical Jew character I've ever seen in my life. It is insane. Like,
It did?
Yeah.
I only seen like the movie adaptation.
Yeah, but...
I don't remember which character are you talking about? Are you talking about the guy who was kind of like a pimp in a way?
Well, his name was Fagin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy. He was kind of like the guy who took care of all these thief kids and prostitutes.
Yeah, exactly. See, here's the thing. In the movie, they probably made it less, overt. But let me tell you, in the book passage, this is how it goes. Literally, like 90% of the time they refer to Fagin, they refer to him as the Jew. And,
oh my god!
And what happens within this little passage we read is that Fagin opens a little box filled with gold. He holds it, and to quote the book, his face contorts into a hideous smile, and he goes, "Yes, yes, it's gold."
Gee whiz, Charles Dickens!
Yeah, and it's pretty amazing.
Dang.
Yes. So yeah, that was a bit of a contrast.
Yeah, no.
Pretty amazing.
In the movie adaptation, if I remember correctly, it was like this guy with long hair looked kind of like a rat human.
Yeah, he looked like one of the guys from Harry Potter, probably.
Yeah.
One of the weird things. I haven't seen Harry Potter in so long.
Me neither. I feel like I haven't even watched like a full movie through.
Wow.
Yeah, no, like I don't have a big connection with Harry Potter, that's for sure.
Yeah, I remember finding them very nice and pleasant to watch when I was a kid, and they probably are.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind rewatching them.
Yeah.
Could be funny.
I like Prisoner of Azkaban because it has a guy who is directly just supposed to be Charles Manson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, because he has the scraggly hair, little thing, and he has like a thing in his forehead. I don't know.
Oh boy. I also know David Tennant, who is in one of the movies.
Oh yeah, the funny Doctor Who guy who all the 2012 Tumblr teenage girls were shrieking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember I did like watch Doctor Who quite a bit actually. I actually kind of got into it.
Yeah, I watched some of it myself.
Yeah. Like, I think I got up to, basically I got up to the point where Matt Stone, I think his name was Matt Stone.
Matt Stone is one of the creators of South Park.
Oh, yeah.
No, not Matt Who gives a fuck, Matt?
Yeah, I think Matt, his name was.
Yeah.
Basically, I got up to the point where he wasn't the Doctor anymore, and then I was just kind of like, I'm done.
Yeah, the one I watched was the one from, I think it was 2005 or so, where it's the bald guy.
Yeah, that's the first season thing of that, the new series of that.
Yeah, I didn't remember much about it, except I liked one of the first two episodes. It was an episode where they were on a ship and they were watching the Earth get exploded, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was this weird fucking skin girl.
Yeah, she was supposed to be like the last human.
Yeah.
You know.
It's pretty cool.
So
and,
the famous thing was just like, moisturize me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I think the second I stopped watching that show was when a bunch of aliens attacked, and they were the worst CGI I've ever seen in my fucking life. They had a baby face.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like, what the fuck is
that Doctor Who series didn't have the best CGI, that's for sure, but
Yeah.
for some, I kind of stuck with it for some reason.
Yeah.
I think I found it pretty funny. Pretty fun. Just a fun little adventure.
Of course.
You know.
Yes. Oh, babe. Oh. Okay. So, I wanna talk about some things. Mainly, I'm going to tell a story that I've been hesitating on telling for a long time. Let me tell y'all a story that happened a while ago. It happened about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it is a fun story that takes place on, I believe, in June 2019, so a million years ago.
Yeah.
And this is the story of, so I was, I'll start the story. I was hanging out with a friend. We were playing Smash Bros. Ultimate, true gamer moment.
Oh yeah.
Sitting there, hanging on, swinging, and this friend, they get a text from another friend, and this person is troublesome.
He is a bit of a trouble boy, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey, can I come over?" And I was like, "Oh no," because you know, sometimes you
just know people who you don't really want to get involved with.
Yeah, and
because they get involved with shit that you don't want to get involved with.
Yeah, exactly. And this here friend, they're very kind, and they seem to give people a second chance a little too long, maybe. They I don't know. They yeah.
They're the kind of person who they can't really tell, like, if they're the problem, they can't tell.
Yeah, but yeah.
Like, if they're doing some shit, they can't really tell that,
Yeah.
They can't read the room very well.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah. So, after, I'll give them fake names because I can't keep doing this.
Just give them fake names.
I'll name the good friend, the one I was playing Smash with, I'll name that one, Brambus, and I'll name Bad Boy, I'll name him, Brambus.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna be able to keep track of that.
Yes, I am.
You sure? Will the audience keep track of that?
Listen, okay, I'll call the good friend, Martin, and I'll call bad friend
Nelson.
Okay. I was trying to reference Martin Van Buren, but you made it to Simpsons thing. Okay. Yeah. So, let me tell you about. Okay, so Martin gets these texts, and Nelson, he's like, "Hey, I want to come over," and he's like, "Oh, that's fucked up. Oh no. Yeah, we don't want him to come over." And then suddenly, Martin hears a knock at his door. Nelson is fucking there.
Yeah, just invites himself in, man.
Let me tell you a thing about this Nelson fella. He likes his booze. And not in exactly in a normal way. He really likes his booze.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and so he comes in. It's like, we're gonna get crunk. And, I'm up for getting crunk. I mean, we were gonna have a drink, me and Martin. Yeah. But this... Let me tell you about, yeah. So he walks to the fridge, he gets the beers, he gets the rum. I believe it started out with all of us taking a rum shot and had a beer.
Okay.
And let me tell you, I should preface all of this with, it's a miracle that I remember this entire night. So, start out that. Everything was generally okay, even though it was a little uneasy about the fact that Nelson just arrived.
Yeah, yes.
Out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, but then, he was like, "Okay, well, let's go out into town, let's go to a pub." And I was like, oh, yeah, but...
I do believe when you told me this story, this was a bit of a deciding point. It's almost like in a fucking, like, Telltale game.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you either go down one route or one other.
Yeah, exactly.
And you chose one heck of an option, didn't you?
Yeah. I see, the thing with this here Nelson fella is that he had been, we hadn't known of his whereabouts or what he was doing for years.
Yeah, no.
But he was kind of a lingering factor. We were like a little freaked out. We were like, what is up with him?
Yeah, just kind of hear rumors.
Yeah, and
None
so
of them good.
And so I thought, you know what? I must do a service to Kumbel, and I'm going to do investigative journalism. What is his life currently? Let's find out. So I decided to go to the pub. We get on a bus, and this is where we started to become pretty fucking drunk. Because, you know, when you move around, you know, your blood pumps and the alcohol starts seeping into you faster.
Yeah.
And so the rum comes in, and we're carrying a beer. Yeah. That's weird, actually. Wouldn't that be illegal to do public drink, like holding a beer like that?
I don't really know what the laws on that are.
Possibly.
I mean, I know that I've had moments where I walked from the grocery store drinking.
Yeah, but well,
just
this is the middle of nowhere.
nonchalantly.
You can do whatever.
I mean, it's basically kind of on the streets.
Yeah, whatever. Listen.
I think it's just like as long as you don't do it on like
inside a police station.
well, just on like someone's just like
Yeah.
next to a fucking convenience store or like something like that. I think
playground.
I think you're in Sweden. You're generally allowed to just like walk around with like a beer and drink.
Well, so we get in the bus. We're having a beer, and this here Nelson. He notices a guy opposite us, and he starts talking to him, and they have a conversation, and they start discussing Islam.
Oh no.
And the guy opposite him, he just says, hey, I'm a Muslim, and they start talking about it, and it's a weird conversation. It's vaguely philosophical, but it's like they're just talking, and I start looking directly in Martin's eyes. Do you ever have a moment where you're so removed from your regular situation, and you just need to confirm with someone that you're still grounded on Earth and that you're not dying? I was just staring at Martin like, what the fuck is going on? So we get into the middle of town, and let me tell you, Nelson forgot his ID.
Oh boy.
So we gotta walk to his abode, and I was jolly. I was like, yes, I need to know where he lives.
Oh boy, more for the journalism.
Yeah, exactly. And so we have a little walk. It isn't that far from the middle of town, and you know what? It was pretty fun actually. You know, I actually don't know how we maintained one beer for that long. Maybe we had several. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm missing some of the details.
Anyway, the mood was good at that point.
The mood was indeed good. And we were walking to the place. We were having fun. He was taking out his phone. He was playing Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Oh. And I was like, hey, yeah. And we were talking to people on the street. See, that's a thing I kind of like. And something that can't happen during COVID now. Is I like the vibe of when you're out on the town, you're all having a drink, and you can talk to anyone, because everyone's generally being stupid together.
I mean, that's a big attraction to Sweden Rock for me, as I told before. That that whole festival like mentality of just like we're all here for this one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all friends.
Yeah,
you can just walk up to like some fucking. You can just have someone you never met before walk up to like you and your friends sitting around the table at the tent, just have a conversation and be like, "Hey, you want a beer?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like that's happened many times before.
Yeah. So, yeah, walk into his place and we're drinking heavily. We get in, and his place is very pristine. It's very clean. It actually reminds me a little of the apartment I have now.
Oh.
It's pretty nice, and it was apparently an apartment that he was given by the state in some way, because he was in a bad spot.
Yeah, I do know he wasn't all that great in school.
Yeah, but and. You know, I'm just getting glimpses of this broken existence.
Mm-hmm.
And I should mention, by the way, that a few weeks before the story takes place, I'd heard, things about how he got arrested for punching a guard at a fucking nightclub or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, front guy, but yeah. So, get in, get out, we get the ID, and then... He has his ciggies, he has his cigarettes.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm becoming very drunk, let me tell you.
Mm.
He's smoking it, and he's like, hey, you wanna try it? And I deny him. I say, no, I'm good. Because I don't want that shit, okay?
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with fucking that shit. Because it probably tastes horrible, feel bad.
Yeah, it's just like...
Yeah.
A big turn-off for cigarettes for me is just the fact that it costs a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's an unnecessary expense.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we keep walking, keep drinking, keep doing our thing as we get towards the pub. We haven't even gotten there yet. and he asked me again about a half an hour later, do you want to smoke? And at that point, I'm just so fucked. I'm like, yeah, dude. I grab it. I don't know how I did this. I wish I had footage of this because I grabbed it. I put it to my lips. I was like, and I was like, and gave it back. And it was so
honestly, I'm feeling pretty fucking mad at him for just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna push a fucking cigarette on someone.
Listen,
that's just like.
That moment
you should stop after someone says no the first time, man.
Listen, that moment...
But of course this is this dude, so,
that moment was so fucking cool that I don't even mind. But this will come into play later. So, get to the pub. Holy shit, I'm fucked up. I'm just like, I'm just following along. I'm like, do I even want to go to the pub? Yeah, sure. So I go in, and we sit down, and, you know, the pubs in this town are fucking obnoxious. The music is just blasting its shitty fucking techno, no, not techno, what am I talking?
It's just
house
like,
music.
Yeah, no, there's not really any good pubs in this town at all.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one that I think I could appeal to because it's like kind of like a rock place.
Yeah, there's also apparently a slightly more quiet pub that you can go to when you're 23 years old, and I'll be able to go there soon.
I don't even know which one you're talking about.
Well, I might show you at some point, but whatever. So, get in there, sit down, music blasting. I'm like, oh, it feels like the scene in Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me when they're in the club and the music is blasting so loud that you can't hear the motor thing. It's another world. And at that point, I'm not even taking out my wallet. They're just ordering drinks for me, and I don't know what the fuck I'm drinking. They hand me a glass of blue liquid.
Oh.
And let me tell you, this is one of those moments where I recognize that I'm fortunate I wasn't a woman in this situation because I drank something that I had no idea where the fuck it came from inside of a bar when I was completely fucked beyond belief.
God damn, dude.
And let me tell you, and I drank that shit, and it was, it's tasty, it's a fruity drink, but it was probably... Fruity drinks tend to have like several shots in them and they're all mixed in like a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it's like a cocktail.
Yeah. So I drink it up, oh, whoa. And I at that point, I actually got on my phone and I was texting some people. I was texting Adam from Chilling Skeletons, some of the people from there. And I had to do some administrative work for Chilling Skeletons Twitter. I think I had to share one of the new episodes that came out. And after that, we leave, and... there was a moment in there where there was like a 15-minute period where they left to go into like the bathrooms or something, and they didn't come back for like 15 minutes. So I just sat there like, what the fuck is going on? And I don't know what happened in there, but let me tell you. Then after that, we disperse. It's like, okay, this is the end. I start walking home. Let me tell you. At this point, the alcohol is hit, and this is still, to this day, the drunkest I've ever been. I don't think I've ever approached this, and I'm happy I haven't, yeah. But I was literally, like, just swaggering home, and I was just looking, and, my vision was weird, and I remember I just had my Spotify on, and I was just blasting my music, and, like, it just felt like getting home was, like, this fucking ordeal. And I was planning on biking home, but then I didn't.
Oh, that would be a horrible idea.
Yeah. But I staggered home, and I have some very specific memories. I walked to the kitchen. I was like, I have to sober up. I have to fucking sober up or I'm going to have the mother of all fucking hangovers. So I find this, what do you call it? I find a cake. We had a cake.
Oh.
It's one of those bread cakes with all the, like, crumbs, with all the little sugaries on top.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I grab it and I start eating it. I just fucking consume it. I go lay down on my bed. I open up YouTube, on a thing on my PS4, and I see a video by fucking Ellis Mark about fucking South Park or some shit, and I'm like, this is fucking shit. I fucking hate this, and I just got annoyed, and then I woke up the day after, and I was like, oh, that was insane, and it cemented to me that I need to stay the fuck away from Nelson, because if my life spirals into this on a consistent basis, it is over.
And this is why I said, the kind of guy who's involved in shit you don't want to get involved with.
Yeah, exactly, but...
that's why I stay the fuck away from him.
Yeah, so, I have my breakfast. I'm feeling pretty normal. I'm like, okay, I don't have a hangover. Okay, good. Somehow I didn't. Somehow I fucking didn't.
That is amazing.
Yeah, but I I have a few pieces of toast. I have some water, have all that. Then, I need to puke really badly.
Yeah.
And so I just start fucking hurling into this trash can. Just puking all over the place. And I do think partly this is because of the fucking cigarette. I do think that's part of the reason. And because I was feeling sick in a very specific way. But yeah, I hurled the blah blah blah. It was horrible. I couldn't go outside for hours. And then that same day, I continued watching JoJo Part 3, and because I was watching it at the time, and JoJo Part 3 has a lot of characters who smoke, and Jotaro, he smokes heavily, and all that. Yeah. Anytime I saw it, I was just feeling fucking sick. I was legitimately just sick to my stomach watching it. So that was a good that was the meme, everybody. That's the story I haven't been able to tell. Now, God hopes I never accidentally said any of the two names. I don't think.
No, you didn't. I kept track on you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
And if you did, you could just censor it later and everything.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
Yes.
So that's good.
Yeah. Point is, this town has a shady backside. I don't know what's up with it.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one fucking. I mean, I've hung up with Martin, of course.
Yeah.
On pub night and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's the sweetest guy.
Yeah,
he is such a sweet guy. Yeah. But I feel like he, maybe because of Nelson, knows more about the seedy shit than we do. Yeah. Because remember one time, we were just standing outside of this bar, and I think he spotted some guy just kind of talking to a girl in a way that just was oh, is this gonna be a situation?
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, come with me.
Yeah.
And just we're just gonna stand nearby, okay? In case anything happens, I'm just alright.
Wow, yeah.
I guess I'm in on this now.
And a fucking protocol.
Yeah. Luckily nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah.
Luckily. Whew. Damn. That was the story, everybody.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of if I have any similar occurrences. I think I might have something kind of similar, but not because I was drunk.
Yeah.
But because I was just in a horrible situation.
Yeah.
This is another Sweden Rock story.
Yeah.
One Sweden Rock, I injured myself.
Oh yeah.
Now, what happened? I don't really know. Basically, I think as I was going to reach for some a soda in the very back of my dad's in the trunk of my dad's car, and I think I sat in a way where I was kind of sitting, literally just sitting on my knee, a lot of weight on my knee.
Yeah.
And basically my fucking it's popped out of the socket and back in again. And it was horribly painful. And basically after that, yeah, I had to spend the entire festival on crutches.
Oh.
And boy, let me tell you, there were some situations from that whole thing. Okay, so after that happened, basically I had to sit in one of the one of those little fold-up chairs. The medical staff came and they were like, yeah, you're probably gonna need crutches, but we don't have any to give. So, well, fucking great.
my god.
So my dad and his girlfriend were like, well, I think we're gonna have to, drive to the closest town. Only problem is like an hour away.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back, I guess.
Yeah.
To get crutches for you. I was like, I'll just be here.
Yeah, of course.
And so yeah, I had to wait there. I think I was just kind of like drawing or just talking to people while I was waiting, drinking. Yeah. I also remember a moment where one of the neighboring campers decided it would be really funny to bring a vuvuzela and hunk that around. And I was already at that point kind of annoyed with that person. Oh. But then I was sitting in the chair, real fucking frustrated and angry with the fact that I was fucking injured and shit.
Yeah. Then
that fucking starts fucking going with vuvuzela, and I just literally, without any thought, just goes, "Shut the fuck up!" Yeah. Just like at the top of my fucking lungs. Yeah. Didn't hear that vuvuzela instead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, no, I got my crutches. And let me tell you, love.
Yeah.
It was extremely hot. That point is, it usually is around June.
Yeah.
It gets really fucking warm.
Yeah.
In Sweden. So I was trying to get around the festival area on crutches while with the blazing sun.
Oh.
And boy, howdy, was that a fucking... Oh, God. It sucked. It sucked so bad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and, there were moments where I was just, trying to find some fucking shade. Trying to hobble over to some fucking shade.
Oh. Honestly.
And, okay, I got some more to say about that.
Yeah.
I saw Aussie.
Oh.
That night.
Yeah.
But, I had to bring, a fucking... one of those fucking fold-up chairs to the thing. So during the Aussie concert, I was just sitting in the middle of the crowd with on my fucking chair. Luckily, because this is Sweden Rock, and I said before, everyone is super nice.
Yeah.
Someone turned to me and saw the situation I was in. It was like, hey, if you ever need any help, just to see the fucking show, just tug on me and I'll lift you up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I was actually able to see some Aussie.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But still, and then after that, let me tell you, love, that is when I had a fucking out-of-body experience. Because after that it was, late at night, and I had to hobble all the way back to the camping site, which is a bit away, honestly.
Yeah.
Just hobble over there on crutches. And as I was walking down this road, to go to the fucking camping site, I think there was some sort of vehicle also going down that road, just slowly, because it usually is.
Yeah.
And it had the fucking lights on. It was like this. It if I could describe it anything, it's like being surrounded by darkness and walking into the light.
Yeah.
That kind of feel to it. As I was just drunken, deliriously injured, walking there. Yeah, no. Another fun experience that happened during my good old crutch rock festival adventures was at some point when I was trying to get back to the fucking tent. Some guy who was in one of those what do you call it? Like one of those scooter moped things for people with a handicap thing.
Yeah.
Basically a little scooter thing.
Yeah.
Rode up to me and was like, "Hey, you want a lift?" I was like, "Alright, sure." And I just kind of sat in his lap while just driving down the road.
That's amazing.
And then at some point we had to stop because the car was walking past and I was like, "Oh shit.
Get back here, you." Fucking, oh my god.
That was so fun.
Yeah. Fucking. See, it's amazing because if that happened during Sweden Rock 2019, then that very well could have happened the exact same day that my thing happened. Because the reason I was even with those people was because you were gone at Sweden Rock.
I think that was 2018.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Now I remember, because 2019 I was not on crutches.
Yeah.
In 2019 I saw Green Jelly.
Oh yeah.
And that was a fucking interesting concert.
Yeah.
Green Jelly are a band, technically.
Whoa.
But they kind of just fuck around a lot.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Goof, man.
They just kind of like goof around. I think the most famous thing is like they had like a kind of like punk cover of the Three Little Pigs.
Oh.
Yeah. Huh. And I remember how they started the show. This was like the last day of the festival. Yeah. And like the main thing was like to get people to come to the show was like, come see the shitty band. Oh, yeah. Everyone come see the shitty band. All the good bands have already played. Come see the shitty band.
Yeah. I'm see the shitty band.
Yeah, and they made us, instead of like applauding them, they were like, I want you to scream, Green Jelly sucks, and point the middle finger at us, okay? That was like one of the most interesting and most fun fucking concerts I've ever been at. Yeah. And I just love how, like, these old fucking metalheads, just like their reaction to this band. Yeah. It was so funny. They were just like, what the fuck is this shit?
What are they doing? Oh my god.
It was great.
So, in recent news, the Epic Mealtime guys have now said that they're going to try to put bacon in the water supply.
So these are news of terrorism.
Yeah, they have a supervillain plan. They're gonna put fucking bacon in the water supply.
This is what happens when you don't give old YouTubers attention.
Fucking Joe Biden came out with a message. It's like, we don't negotiate with terrorists. They set up a message where they said, add bacon strips, and we'll at the water refinery.
Remember when What the Buck was trying to start a communist revolution?
Wait, What the Buck was... What? I didn't know What the Buck did anything. What? So what was his plan? Was he like, what are we gonna do?
I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
It's like, because it was like...
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. That would have... God. Whew.
At some point, Ray William Johnson is gonna do something too.
Yeah, Ray William Johnson is going to fucking like dive bomb like Taiwan, and it's going to be like the big news, and it's going to be like, Ray, what the fuck? He's going to be blasting doing your mom while he's flying over blasting the...
I would like to imagine it would be something more prophetic.
Yeah? Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh my god, okay. Fuck. My hands. They're dying.
So I got a topic.
Okay.
So I was thinking about this. What are some... Like, okay, so when you're a kid...
Yeah.
You're like, you look at adults.
Yeah.
And you see them as, these are the mature people. The mature humans. The ones who know everything.
Yeah.
What are some memories of, like, you have... Of, like, adults doing a thing and, like... Now that you reflect on it, you're like, what the fuck was that all about? Because I have one example. I think this is a pretty common thing for a lot of people, but I just remember, like, I think I was this was before we met.
Yeah.
It was like a music class. I think I was in 3rd grade. And I think maybe me and 2 others were being a little disruptive. Yeah. A little fucking around. And after the fucking class, the fucking music teacher literally just, like... Basically, like, I don't know what the fuck his problem was, but it felt like he took out all his, like, pent-up aggression on me. And those 2 others just screaming in my face. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I just, like... Yeah, no, like, the 2 others had already left, and I was like... I was like, he kept me, you know...
Yeah.
As all the others had left. And I just remember it's like, I'm gonna get those 2 others, you know, after he had yelled at me, and you just stay right here. And we're just like standing in the middle of the music room, just fucking crying.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
It's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, that...
I think if I remember correctly, the principal at some point, like, kind of got involved and was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
To the music teacher. you know?
Yeah. I mean, holy shit. That reminds me, I don't really have many moments where, like, I remember thinking that an adult was like, oh, they're in the right, but when they were being dumb. But there's one moment that whole thing reminded me of, and it's one of my favorite, like, moments from my childhood. Mm-hmm. It's fucking... So, the thing about our elementary school is that it had both... It had the regular school, so it was this huge row, but it also had the school for what can one say, mentally handicapped individuals.
Special ed.
Yeah, special ed. It has special ed on the other side.
Yeah. For
some reason, they were right next to each other, which is interesting. But basically, okay, so me and a friend were walking towards the back of the school, past the cafeteria. Mm-hmm. We were about to walk home, and we see this fucking full-grown 40-year-old man holding a fucking mentally handicapped child by the shoulders and screaming, "You better fucking shape up!" Just screaming at this.
Holy shit!
It's so fucked up.
What an asshole!
Yeah, I don't know what the context was, but it's so fucked up. Okay. Yeah, that actually also reminds me. I don't think we've talked about this, and if we did, it was a long time ago. We need to talk about our fucking strange teacher we had.
Yeah!
From 5th to 6th grade.
Yeah.
Because we had a fucking bizarre teacher.
So we, like, generally in 5th to 6th grade, as I remember, we had 2 teachers.
Yeah.
You know, like one teacher took care of some classes and the other took care of some others.
Yeah. They were a goofy couple.
Yeah. One of them was this dude who was really, really cool. He was really into video games.
Honestly, I feel like he, like, changed my fucking life. Like, that is the best teacher I've ever had.
Yeah.
There's so many, like, little things that he introduced me to that I would later find out. Like, he showed us a fucking Twin Peaks clip in class.
I think it was sick, but didn't he show you in the South Park episode?
He showed us some South Park clips from that Facebook episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he introduced me to so many. He showed us fucking Ghibli movies at the end of each semester.
Bro, there was a whole thing where, like, there was some special event where they were doing, like, these special classes.
Yeah.
Like, the special little, like, fun activity classes.
Yeah, exactly.
And he held a whole thing about video game history.
Yeah, we got to play a bunch of old gaming console.
Yeah, it was so fucking fun.
Yeah, cool as hell. But, see, that was a really cool teacher. The other one, I think... Listen, okay, so this teacher was complicated.
I will say this before anything.
Yeah.
I do have some respect for her.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Because she, like, legit, I can't thank her enough for the amount of attention she gave to me. Because she realized I had really bad problems with, like, math. She might have been the person who actually, like, first recognized that, he's got some real bad fucking ADD. And actually brought that up to people to get me help.
Yeah.
So I will seriously say that, you know, despite everything, she fucking, you know, meant well.
And she was responsible for getting us in the same class in
that
school
too.
After.
Yeah, she got us in the same class in middle school.
And this was despite the fact that the two of us together, we would just if we were put in a classroom together, we would just, like, get nothing done. And but see, the interesting thing about this teacher is that I knew her before, you know, she was taught at the school. And a few months before she started to teach at the thing, I was actually over at her place with my mom. And we had a fun time. We ate cool shit. We played a Sega tennis game. Wow. And we watched Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
And it was really fun. And then she comes in as a teacher. And holy shit, it was a very different experience. She was like, the way she would teach us math was like a dictator. She was like a fucking, like, that's the way I would describe her teaching methods. And like, cause like she would teach us math that was like fucking 3 grades ahead. And like, shit that nobody should have had to know at that fucking age. But yeah, she taught us this advanced shit, and there was one instance where she okay, I should clarify, this this kid was not in any actual harm. This was not, but she you know, did like a mock like chokehold on a kid. She like held like that. She's kind of a goof, and she was like,
it's like a dark joke.
Yeah, it's like,
you know, she never harmed anyone.
Yeah, she's like, what is this math thing? She asked him.
She was just really intense.
Yeah, very intense. And one of my favorite memories about her is where I think we thought we completed an assignment. So you, me, and some of the other kids in class, we went out into the hallway and started fucking around with some toy cars we found on a table. And she comes out. She sees us fucking around, and she just looks us dead in the eyes and goes, "What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? You're not done with your shit? What the hell?" It was so mad. So, yeah. Fun shit. But that was honestly like...
Like, I just remember on like Fridays we were at art class. At some point she was like so fucking tired. It just felt like she would kick open the door and be like, "Let's get this shit away."
Oh yeah. She would show so many like there were so many cracks in the persona with her. Like she didn't try to hold up the teacher thing. She was like, I don't know. But oh god, yeah. That math class when she was teaching was honestly one of the moments in school where I felt the most helpless because I was like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. How the fuck would you do this? And, yeah. Fun times. Oh my god. So, that was a fun...
God dang.
So, we're getting pretty late in. So...
That we are. That's good.
Yeah. Let's, Shall we talk about some Mizink?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because I got some new shit that I get to talk about.
Yeah.
To bring up.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. I guess I'll start then.
Yeah.
It's time for Kumbel's new punk releases segment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with one that actually came out like a bit a while ago, but I really feel like I need to, you know, give them some attention because I loved their new album so much. And I just love their whole style so much. Okay, so this is one dude from France who basically does like I would almost call it like oi synth punk in a way. It has kind of like the oi punk feel to it, but also has like 80s synth to it.
Yeah,
it sounds really fucking good. It's called Cuir, spelled C-U-I-R. I think it's like French for cure, like as a little reference thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's an interesting thing about him. His whole style is that he wears a leather jacket and a pink fucking BDSM latex face mask thing. Like full on like gimp mask.
Yeah.
That's pink. And I love that fucking his whole how he looks.
Yeah.
You know. And yeah, he has he released an album this year. I think it's just called The Album.
Oh boy.
And yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
He also has a fun little music video for one of the songs called Des Gats. I should show you it after this, but yeah. It's real good.
Huh.
Let's see. And here's some stuff that's actually kind of... Here's an album that's actually came out yesterday, I think. And it's funny. I recently actually bought like the album, you know, the LP for Man-Eater's Gentle Ballads for the Simple Mind.
Yeah.
And with it came a bit of like an advertisement for this new album that was gonna be released. By an artist known as Silicon Prairie. Jesus Christ. And I listened to it this morning as I was laying in bed, you know, and let me tell you, this is some good fucking shit. This is some comfy... Okay, it's synth punk, and I would almost call it comfy sounding, but also it's kind of fucking deranged.
Yeah.
It has some lunacy to it. It's on the same label as Man-Eater, so that kind of, you know, makes sense. But yeah, no, there's definitely... I don't know. It's weird. It's like... It's definitely like has a comfy sound to it, but it's pretty loony.
Yeah.
You know?
Huh.
it has a music video where the guy looks like a fucking looks like he's dressing up as a goblin.
Yeah.
I should show that to you too. So yeah, that will be my 2 albums. Queer, the album, and Silicon Prairie. I think the album is called My Life in the Silicon Prairie or something like that. It's pretty good.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay. My thing is Ram Ranch. No, I'm not gonna talk about it. I won't talk about it again. Okay. So, let's see.
We already did, and it was wonderful.
Yeah, of course. Let's see here. What have I been listening to recently? Okay, one I'll talk about is an album called Food by MF Doom from 2004. This album, it is, oh my god, it's one of those albums that I've listened to that album, I think I listened to that album 5 times in 24 hours, and it's a 50-minute album, so that says something. But, yeah, it's this, the thing about this MF Doom fella is that he was part of the experimental underground hip hop scene in the early 2000s, and all of you are listening fucking know this shit. I'm fucking late to all your mucore bullshit. I don't listen, but so the thing with his stuff is that he has this persona. He has the, the metal mask, because it stands for Metal Face Doom, I believe. And he has this persona of a supervillain, and he samples a lot of, like, old monster movies, old cartoons and shit like that to create this strange, like, thing. Like, for example, I think he got the whole persona from the Doctor Doom thing from, like, I don't know, some sort of superhero comic.
I think you're talking, the what are they called? Fantastic Four, yeah.
Yeah, he got from there. And what his style of music, I've been really getting into it, where it's super sample heavy. He creates this fucking gigantic pastiche of like 1 million samples used in very interesting ways, and his style of rapping and his lyrics are insane, because like he might be one of the greatest wordsmiths of all time, because there's literally videos on YouTube where they outline every single rhyme within his songs, because there are like 80 hidden ones that rhyme with like a line 2 lines after, and it's fucking insane the way he puts together shit. And Food, that album is it's sort of, all the songs are vaguely themed around food. They have titles like Beef Rap, Deep Fried Friends, and shit like that. And it's a pretty lighthearted, but it's also has a lot of serious shit about it. One of my favorite tracks on the album, personally, is an instrumental song, which I didn't even know that instrumental hip-hop was a thing, but it's this thing called, I believe the song is called Fig Leaf Bicarbonate, and it's like the song starts with this sample from a news report of like, the FDA has loosened regulations on putting artificial colors in it, and then you just start hearing these like blurring like monster movie like shit, and it's like this dramatic shit, and as the news report goes on, you start hearing these fucking dramatic like old movie voice going, "Poison! Poison!" Like, it's so fucking dramatic the way it's put together, and I think Food might be one of my favorite albums ever made. I'm just gonna say right now. There you go. Thank you, everybody. If I had to recommend one track from, I'd recommend Beef Rap, the first song on the album. That song is fucking good. Thank you, everybody. Yeah,
I'm not very familiar with that whole music genre.
Yeah.
But I might check that out.
Yeah.
Since you put in such high regards.
Yeah. It's sort of similar to Rob Zombie in the way he uses, old monster movie clips, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh. And also he samples Frank Zappa. Okay. He does now. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. That was the Man cast.
Yes.
Okay, seriously, write your favorite thing about Martin Van Buren in the comments. This is how I know if you listen to the full podcast. Write your favorite thing about Martin Van Buren. And if you don't, it's fine, honestly. So we're
not gonna do anything.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Uh-uh.
Bye.